This is your coping, and after you fitted the coping on top of the manhole, you'll fit your lid inside this coping. This is your manhole lid. After your manhole is finished, that will be fitted on top of your manhole. Fit your slack bracket inside the manhole. You can do it afterwards, but that's taking a lot of time and also space working inside. And the team working on this on fitment will be Nico, Tumi and Justine. There's some girls also in the session. Guys, also to have a cordless drill doing this work will make your work, your function much quicker. The second part is basically bringing all your side walls onto your manhole. You'll see at the bottom there's nuts basically where it will be fitted. Fitting it on top. Okay, before we do that, let's do a clipping on this first one, just to show how it works. So that side we'll do now. So this is a part where you'll fit your clips. Tie the manhole onto the base plate of your manhole. Okay, this is where you fit your clips. You'll see on each side of the wall there will be 5 clips. Fitting the side walls onto the manhole. Fitting the manhole onto the base plate. And now we're going to fit the clips on the side. It's 5 clips per 2 panels. Sometimes you must use some force. Okay, that is when it's complete on the one side. That's it. We're fitting the rest of the clips onto the manhole. That's when the handle is basically fully fitted, base plate with all the sidewalls on top. We're going to fit first the brackets inside for the joints, and then we'll start fitting the coping. Okay, putting the brackets in. Okay, that's the first bracket fitted for the joints. Now we're going to do the other sides. Of all the parts inside, that's all your slack brackets plus your brackets where you're going to put your joints on after this manhole is installed into the ground. Now we're going to fit the coping. Make sure to line each and every hole on top of the entry point at the bottom of the side walls. See, this is your point, and it needs to be lined at the bottom. You cross over, don't do it all next to each other, so you do one on one side and then you go over to the other side to make sure your coping is in line, otherwise the nuts will not fit onto the side walls. Fitting a nut in, and then flat wash a nut at the bottom. So to tie it, you need to have a 13 spanner at the bottom and an Allen key on top. So you can start fitting all your nuts and bolts right around. There's a total of 16 that needs to be fitted. Especially if it's a new manhole, you will battle getting the nut through the bolt through the entry point.
And this one's why are this like this?
And also on the installation you'll have a lock nut, only 2 or 3 of them normally on a coping, is just to make sure when it's fitted that it's secure and it can't come loose.
Remember the ones that I've done, they are not tight, no?
Okay, some guys will do the flat and a nut on top, but it's the best way is to put your bolt from the top and do your flat and nut washer at the bottom. The coping is fitted on the manhole. Inside everything was assembled, slack brackets and also your joint brackets. Manhole lid, we're going to fit onto the manhole now. The back you'll see that is the one clip that's fitting into the manhole, and that's basically your lock when you fit your manhole onto the lid onto the manhole. Okay, fitting the lid on top, where the lid will fit into the handle coping. Just lift it a little bit. Let's see. You see that is the bracket at the back. Okay. So it will come over, it will slide into the manhole, and then this side you will have a manhole key that you'll turn into the manhole lid, and you're going to turn it to slide it, lock it and drop it, and then you close your manhole lids. Okay, last fitting will be the duct plugs. That's basically to fit onto your 160 entries into a manhole. All your 110 entries are sealed. As soon as you're going to put in a new 110 sleeve, you will open that entries to enter your pipes, and this dust cover will be fitted onto the 160. So it's just putting it over and fit it. Always remember to put your duct cover from the outside onto your manhole, especially when it's in the ground, is to avoid soil from coming into your manhole. Assembly of a SMC handle complete. So the next video will be where we're going to install this manhole into the ground, when we're going to install new sleeves and a manhole for the practical session.